Hello again, this is Dr. Danielle Duporet, Quantum Naturopath with another micro training, micro coaching. We talked about feelings and releasing them. Let's talk a little more about feelings. And I'm going to go to what Tony Robbins teaches on that, and that I took a step further by doing the tapping techniques. Tony Robbins talks about 10 specific emotions which encompass a lot of other ones. For example, discomfort. If you feel that sense of discomfort that's weighing you down, yes, you can tap it away. But what does it mean? Usually it has a message that's telling you something is not quite right. And you can feel embarrassed, you can feel bored, just a little discomfort. So tap it away or ask yourself before you tap it away, what does it come from? And try to make things right. Second emotion is fear, apprehension, even terror sometimes, or anxiety, the worry. Again, tap it away. It might go away. If it comes back, ask yourself, what is it I'm fearful of? What is it that I should prepare myself for? Or what is it that I'm trying to avoid? Third feeling is a sense of hurt, loss. So sometimes we have illusions about how things are supposed to turn out, and they don't turn out like the way we expect. So we feel hurt and we keep that hurt inside. It doesn't help us. What does it mean? It means we need to change our perception and realize that our expectation may have been quite inappropriate. We expected to get something from a person and it didn't come through, and we hurt, we're disappointed. Maybe we put too much expectation on that person. Maybe we lived in a dream, built castle in the sky. Disappointment is part of the life. Disappointment may be part of this life on this planet, but it doesn't have to weigh us down. We can release that either by the tapping or by changing our expectations. Another feeling is anger, and you can be from annoyed, peeved, to absolutely enraged. Where does that come from? What is that signal? What is it trying to tell us? Well, it means that a rule has been violated. We had a specific set of rules, and we either did not follow our rules or somebody broke those rules, and we are enraged. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Why do you want to keep that? It's hurting you, not the other person. And even if you're angry against yourself, it's better to forgive and move on to a better place. Don't let yourself be weighed down by things you've done. We all do mistakes. We are all human beings working on this planet. Frustration, we feel held back. Things are supposed to move faster. The signal means that we believe that at some level something could be done to get better result. And it's almost like trying to go somewhere with a car with the brakes on. It doesn't work very well. But keeping that frustration instead of doing something with it is not going to help us either. So tap it away and do tiny little steps. Find out what you could do next to move in the direction that you want. Disappointment. Have you ever been disappointed? What does it mean? Well, your outcome has not been met. Have patience. Maybe you're judging too early. Maybe it's going to come back, not right now. Again, tap that feeling away or do something about it. Change your expectation, change your deadline. You don't want to be weighed down by disappointment. Our next feeling is guilt and regret. I just heard that in, I believe, the Tibetan language, the word guilt does not even exist. So why are we guilty? It's usually because we violated our own standards. And it's in somewhere good feelings to have because we don't like to have it, and we're going to do something different. We're going to do better. We're not going to violate our standards. Or maybe we should ask ourselves whether our standards are too high and it's just impossible not to violate them. Again, you can tap them away or work them out. Don't keep them inside. Let's move to the next feeling, inadequacy or unworthiness. You don't believe you have the information, understanding, strategy, or confidence you need for the task at hand. But it goes deeper than that. Some people now believe that everybody is born with a sense of unworthiness. Imagine you're just a little baby and you can't feed yourself. You have to be fed. You can never measure up to what the adults are doing. You grow into it eventually. And then in school, you make so many mistakes. You have all that red ink on your pages that the teacher has corrected. So there is a lot of reason why we feel unworthy. But we're all in the same boat. We are all great inside. So let that greatness come out. Tap away the unworthiness. Start making a list of the great things you have done. You speak English? Can you count? Can you balance a checkbook? Can you be friendly and befriend other people? What can you do? That's on your list of worthy things. Next feeling is a feeling of being overloaded, overstressed, depressed, grieved, helpless, hopeless. It's obviously not a feeling that is very empowering, so you want to get rid of it. Tapping may take the edge of it, but not the whole thing. So why are we overloaded? Well, it seems that everything is out of control. When that happens, I suggest you take little chunks. Look at the big picture. Sometimes it's very helpful to write it down and do one step at a time. Don't think about all the stuff you have to accomplish. Write them down and start to cross off the list. Write down everything and the 3 most important things you want to accomplish that day. And you just work at accomplishing the most important thing. For a while, I was under extreme stress, and my way of getting out of it is to at least accomplish one thing that day, one small thing. And if I accomplished that, I had a sense of feeling good, wanting to reward myself. I had accomplished something. Then I added more. So if you are under extreme stress, think about just accomplishing one thing per day, doing it well, and you've done it. And the last feeling is a feeling of loneliness. When we're feeling alone, apart, nobody around us, it means we need to reach out. Yes, we can tap the loneliness away, but we also need to take action. We're missing a meaningful connection. We need connection with people who really care. There's many different ways. If you have a problem with your family, maybe you can go to a meetup. There are meetup groups everywhere in the world. Go on the internet, type meetup.com, an area of interest, and meet people who have some of the same interests. Maybe you like to do some sport. Maybe you like to go for a walk. Reach out. Don't wait for people to find you. Reach out. So those are the 10 feelings that could weigh you down, and you don't want to be weighed down. How is life when you are so heavy with all these feelings that are inside of you? Eventually you want to give them up. Why not now? I'll talk to you next time.